Good evening, and welcome to the Night Owl. If this is your first time visiting, well, it's good to have you. And if you're a frequent visitor, it's always good to have you back. Find your seat and get comfortable. Content may contain adult language and scenarios that may not be suitable for all audience members, so listeners' discretion is advised. If you like what you're listening to on the Bird Brain podcast, head on over to iTunes where you can subscribe, comment, and leave a review. Definitely leave a review and rate because it goes a long way and is much appreciated. Now we got our homework out of the way. You always hear that quote, the people you meet are a reflection of you. But what exactly does that mean? Lock your doors, check your windows, and get comfortable because you won't be sleeping tonight. I give you the buddy system. It all started a couple of weeks ago. I stopped watching the news at this point because according to them, the world was ending. And if it was, I'd rather just stop and enjoy the roses. The entire office decided to give it up as well, which was cool. A little solidarity. I work for a PR firm, so business right now wasn't the best. And since everyone has practically quarantined themselves in fear of the unknown, my coworkers and I were still making it a point to come to work. And little by little, folks were getting mysteriously sick. A lot of them just wanted to work from home. Let's just say social media is that one friend that can't keep a secret. So it's best that you don't tell it what you're up to. But that's none of my business. Hey, party hard for both of us. My boss mentioned we'd be hiring temps to balance the workload since we were getting demolished with damage control and refunds. I remember coming into work one day and there was a guy sitting at my desk. I was put off, so I said, "Hey, excuse me." He responded, "Oh, hi, sorry. I'm Mark. Your coworker said I could work at an empty desk. I hope that's okay." "It's all good. Nice meeting you." Mark was pretty tall, he was fit, he wore glasses, and definitely didn't seem like he'd be at a desk. The ladies swooned, of course. Aside from the minor intrusion, he seemed all right. He got his work done, which was a real plus for me, and he got along with everyone too. I'd always use my lunch break to go out and hang in the park and just write, get away from all the hustle and bustle. I'd sit, observe, and just let my mind do whatever it needed to. Whatever came is what I wrote down. Apparently, Mark liked to do the same. But, what's funny? I watched him for a little bit. I couldn't help it. He was interested. I watched him mimic people almost to the T. Like he studied them and in a minute picked up every little thing that there was about them. Like there was this one guy, he had a tick and Mark seemed to pick it up like it was nothing. I got back to the office and I sat down. It was quiet for the rest of the afternoon, thank God. "I guess you like to go to the park too," I heard someone say over my shoulder. It was Mark. Wait, how'd he know? "I saw you there, watching me." I'm kidding. But yeah, maybe we can go to lunch sometime if you want. That's time I spend on myself just to write and get away. No offense, but yeah, maybe one of these days I'll take you up on it. You bet. He walked away, and as he left, exchanging a high five with my coworker, she comes over. He is so hot. All right, HR. You know what? He'd be the good twin between the two of you. Huh? The office thinks that you guys look alike. Could be long lost brothers. In a weird, creepy way, she added. I didn't find humor in that. If anything, it put me off. But I brushed it off. I finished work for the weekend and headed home. A few weeks had passed, and Mark, he became a crowd favorite. These guys love to party on weekends, and that was the thing to do. I had arrived one Monday at the office. It was oddly quiet, too. A few more sick, my boss said. Even our temps. Your buddy Mark just didn't show up, but who knows? Temps come and go all the time, so there's no telling. Oh, but this is a surprise. Nice of you to show. My boss directed his attention to my coworkers walking in. Sorry, some crazy accident over the bridge. She settled down and came over to my desk. Where's your brother? That's not funny, but why don't you tell me? What? You guys were having a blast over the weekend. Wait, huh? At the bar. You guys went to the bar with him, right? No. We invited him, but he said he couldn't make it because he had a sick dog. Or a fish. I don't remember. But I'm sure I saw him. Anyways, a few days passed and there was still no Mark. I got curious, so I asked my boss about him. Who? Mark Sales? Not too much about him. Family back in Denver. He's here now, and that's about it. I mean, he's a temp, so the background clearance isn't that deep, my boss said. I had a weird hunch. Through the weeks, it just seemed weird to me. I mean, he was quick to fit in. He saw me at the park. So, was he pretending to be watching other people? I watched too many conspiracy and crime murder documentaries, but my curiosity definitely got the best of me. Yeah, well, when I got home that night, I just sat down, opened my computer, and started working. I searched Mark Sales to see if any social media profile showed up, but I kept getting info on someone that had already passed. Creepy enough, the Mark Sales both look alike. Wait. Denver. I sent what I found to my coworker and I just got a reply, go to sleep, creep. It was getting late. I went and I just got ready for bed. And once I laid down, I noticed the light outside. As if someone was passing in front of it. Or something. I looked to see Mark himself, smiling through the window. I jolted up and immediately called the police as he took off. Wait, what the hell was going on? 15 minutes later, there was a knock at the door. The police arrived, telling me that they caught him. It's been on the news for a while. We've been looking for this guy. He already got 2 guys. His latest victim was a Mark Sales who lived in Denver. This guy gets around, and he's quick. Consider yourself lucky. So there you have it. Tune in next week for another episode to keep you up at night. You can follow us on Instagram, Twitter, and Discord server, the Birdbrain Podcast. And if you have a story of your own, head on over to Gmail and email at thebirdbrainpodcast@gmail.com with the subject headline Night Owl. Well, there you have it. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe. Stay healthy. Sleep tight.